Hey Pisces, how's it going? We're here with a timeless reading. Welcome. We are starting off with Three of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. And Seven of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is looking like the bigger aim or direction or plan. You can be putting your energy into investing in a direction that you want things to be going in. Three of Pentacles, there can be collaboration, there can be working together. Seven of Wands to me is feeling like a showing up for this thing that you care about. Seven of Pentacles is about, it's feeling more like where you're wanting things to go or where you're wanting things to lead. What this means too, having Seven of Wands next to Seven of Pentacles, it can indicate that something has not been easy to do. There may be a lot of movement that needs to be done. It can take a lot of energy being put into this investment, and you may also not be the only one that's participating in this too, which can make things a little bit complicated sometimes. It can make things better, it can make things more difficult, it can just be a different type of situation if you were doing this alone. Three of Pentacles can indicate there being other energies or other things that are sort of involved in this. I am seeing that with this investment of yours, it doesn't look like it's been easy, but what I'm also seeing, I get this feeling of not giving up on this. What I'm also seeing though is Ace of Swords, which means that you are going to have a breakthrough here. What that means too is that if you are indeed collaborating with other people, Seven of Wands can be not backing down from this. So it's still showing up and being yourself. This Seven of Wands, how it's a flame here, it feels like regardless of what's going on around you, you have to show up and you have to be yourself within this, which means not backing down, not buckling. If something's important to you, you're voicing that. So you're not sort of going away into the shadows here. This Seven of Wands feels like showing up to me, and it's obviously for something that you care about because you've already put this much energy into it. It's something that matters to you. Having Ace of Swords, you will have a breakthrough. So if you felt like something wasn't really moving or it wasn't really going somewhere, you're going to have that breakthrough. Okay. This is looking like something was getting in the way of how you wanted things to be. Okay. A couple different ways that this Five of Swords can come about. This can be somebody aiming towards you where you guys are supposed to be working together, Three of Pentacles, and instead this can be somebody that's working against you, somebody that's fighting with you. This can be somebody that's showing up, and even though it's like you and this person going through an obstacle course together and you guys are supposed to be teammates, and rather than that happening, there is a split between the two of you. Five of Swords can show somebody that has their heart chakra closed off. Five of Swords can also mean somebody that's very guarded, and there can also be this notion of doing things at the expense of another person, which complicates things when you're supposed to be working together with them. So having this happen, it can be very disheartening because Three of Pentacles in its essence is we're supposed to be here, we're supposed to be cooperative. The most uncooperative energy is the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is the person that does not want to cooperate at all, and there's a dispute there. With Five of Swords, there's some type of thing that's being confronted, essentially. It can even be realities that are coming together and something needs to be worked out here. So with this, it feels like you are going into something where you have to be as you have to stay true to yourself, but you also are in a situation that you sort of have to participate. I don't know why it is that you have to participate, but it feels like it's involved in something important to you that you have going on. So it feels more like you do want to be there. It matters to you anyway, because this is part of an investment for you. However, having an energy come through that feels like it's fighting against what you're trying to do. And Three of Pentacles also is the context of there's like a subtle agreement when you connect with another person that you guys are supposed to be working together. So having somebody come through with the Five of Swords, which is can be them doing something that feels like they're setting the stage for you guys to actually be like enemies through this process, or just doing something where it's like it's not just you here, it's both of us. That was really inconsiderate, or just them like not really caring, you know. It can make it really difficult to be trying to work together, because it feels like, how are we supposed to make progress? How are we supposed to get anywhere if there is an uncooperative energy there, especially somebody that's being inconsiderate and just looking out for themselves? And it does have the connotation of potentially like disadvantaging another person, and then being like, well, if it benefits me, it doesn't matter what happens to you. It can be that type of vibe. Now, what I'm seeing the advice be is Seven of Wands. So this is like, don't back down. You're going to be happy about what ends up happening. So I'm actually seeing that things are going to be fine. Things are going to be fine for you. But yeah, you can feel like this is something that really impacts your sense of well-being even. That until this thing is worked out, and you sort of know what's going on and what's happening, you can feel like it's more difficult to feel at ease. You can feel a bit unsettled even. I don't think that you want this to be happening in the first place. I am seeing that there's going to be a breakthrough with this thing that's happening, with this conflict that's being addressed right now. The truth is going to come out. There's very much going to be a breakthrough with this. So just know that it's not going to stay like this, an unworked thing or untouched thing. You're moving towards the Ace of Swords, which means that this is going to be cracked wide open. And so what was going on is also going to be exposed as well. Oh, wow. What was going on is definitely going to be exposed. I'm even seeing Seven of Swords here. Having Ace of Swords above Seven of Swords, this is definitely that something is going to be exposed, and it looks like something... Okay, Seven of Swords can be deception, it can be lies, it can be like something fraudulent that's been going on. Having Ace of Swords, this is very much going to be brought to light. Very much so. This looks like somebody that you've been working with from everything that I'm seeing. With Three of Pentacles and Seven of Swords, this means that essentially like you're supposed to be collaborating with someone, you're supposed to be working with them, but there is this energy here where whoever this is, they've been essentially sabotaging the collaboration, sabotaging the process, like getting in the way of things. And having Ace of Swords above, like it's going to be exposed, things are going to be brought to light. Well, everything's going to be brought to light. So whatever had been being covered up before or was being done in the dark, whatever, Ace of Swords means this is very much going to be exposed. This is going to be lit up. So whatever this was, that it can be like even a half truth here with something, but not saying everything. Like Ace of Swords will expose all of this. So there's not going to be anything that's being done that isn't going to come to light. And you can very much feel like this is going to be a breakthrough that has to do with a conflict that you've been involved within. A dispute for some of you. This can be something that you've been feeling really down about, but I get the sense that even though you can still be bothered that this is happening in the first place, at least everything is going to be coming to light. So there can be an emotional aspect of this that you've been dealing with, sort of the how you've been impacted by this energetically, emotionally. However, at the same time, there can be this feeling of at least like the truth is out, and that feeling more agreeable. So maybe on some level you can still feel upset, and on another level you feel like that sense of relief of at least all of this has been exposed now. Because yeah, this was something that was getting in the way of things making progress, of things continuing. This could have even been getting in the way of your growth, you could have felt as well. I do see that things are going to progress quickly with the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck can also mean that there can be movement that happens rapidly. There can also be incoming information that you're going to be getting about this as well. Know that this thing that's been being worked out, there's going to be a breakthrough. So this thing that you're like, this is a problem, what's happening? Something is being worked out here. Something is being addressed. There's a conflict that's happening. Ace of Swords means that this is going to be rectified. Ace of Swords means that it is going to be broken open. And there will be it'll be a breakthrough that's being made. It feels too, with Seven of Wands and Five of Cups, there can be this feeling of, I have to show up, and I still have to give my energy into this and still like care about this and participate in this while sort of dealing with my feelings surrounding it as well. And that can be something that's difficult, because you know when you feel impacted by something emotionally, makes you almost want to disengage, but Seven of Wands is feeling like you can't really, like you have to still be showing up and be there. And this does feel like it impacts even your feelings surrounding an investment of yours, or just something that you've currently been nurturing within your life, something that you currently have going on that at the end of the day you do feel very happy with. This just feels like a problem that could have really been impacting your feelings surrounding this thing. Let's see what the advice is, if there is advice. Some of you, this is going to be happening a little bit later down the line, but just know that whatever has been hidden, whatever has not like come all the way out and been exposed, it will be. Ace of Swords above Seven of Swords is going to be a breakthrough where like anything that had not been true, anything that had not totally come to light is very much going to be coming to light. There's nothing that's been going on that's not going to be exposed within this. I'm seeing King of Pentacles, can be a work situation that is being dealt with, a financial situation that's being dealt with. You're going to be happy with the outcome of this. What this means too is to make sure that you're continuing to focus on what's important to you as well, and make moves that you feel are aligned. I'm seeing a few new chapters that are going to be starting as well. I want to clarify why this was happening. Let me clarify this Seven of Swords. Okay, Seven of Swords is being clarified by Ace of Wands. This can be somebody trying to take advantage of an opportunity, but sort of under false pretenses and seeing like the potential of something. But yeah, doing so with the Seven of Swords is basically going to be manifesting that type of energy into one's life with this. This also means too that if you've been dealing with somebody and they've been the ones that are coming through with this Five of Swords energy where they've just been like doing what's good for them, like not really caring how that impacts you, know that this is also going to be exposed. That's going to be exposed, and then whatever was hidden or like anything that was not like all of this stuff is going to be exposed essentially, because we have Ace of Swords connecting Five of Swords, so it's like what had been going on is going to be exposed, and then what had not been being said or like anything that had been kept hidden, like anything like that, that's also going to be exposed too, and you're going to have a breakthrough with this thing that you've been working within. So yeah. I am seeing Ten of Cups, so it looks very much like you'll be, at the end of this, you'll be okay with the way that things end up going. Also, too, having King of Pentacles, having Ten of Cups, it is urging you to focus on the things that matter to you, to try to keep your head up as you're going through this. And also, too, having Page of Cups and then having Ace of Cups, this can mean that there can be like a new project or a new connection or something like that that you're going to be working on, something that you're going to be delving into. This will be something that you care about, and this is going to be associated with a new chapter, like a new thing for you that you're getting involved with. So this thing is going to be taken care of. It feels like focus on the stuff that's really important to you right now. Focus on the stuff that matters to you. And I mean, seeing Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, it feels like this is what's going to end up happening with this stuff up top. I don't know exactly about the timing of it, because I feel like I'm getting two different things. Like Eight of Wands would indicate like something is going to be progressing, but then when I was using this other deck, I was seeing Three of Wands, and what that can mean is that maybe for all of this to be cleared up, it may be a little bit further down the line. So just know that. I will say this too, having Five of Swords and having Ten of Cups can be somebody that did something that like they were just looking out for themselves when they did something. They didn't care how it impacted anyone else, and they thought like, this is gonna make me happy, so I should do this. But it's like really like disregarding anybody else that's involved in it, which Three of Pentacles does feel like there are others that are involved within this, because it was like a joint thing that was going on. And then Five of Cups is like that regret, that remorse, that like sort of realizing like, oh, I just lost this investment. Like this feels like whoever's on the other side of this, there's just a recognition of things could have actually built, like things could have gotten better, like there could have been more investing into that, like that could have really brought something to fruition that was really important. And it feels like a decision that was chosen that actually takes one like down instead of up into this place of regression with the Seven of Swords, and like actually into the darkness. So know that if this was the other person that you were dealing with and they like made a selfish move here, thinking though that this is going to be the thing that makes me happy, they are finding out with the Five of Cups that the plan or like the scheme or the idea of like this is supposed to be doing that, it didn't actually pan out. That's what Five of Cups is about. Like, oh, I had an expectation that like this would be the way, this would be the key, this would be the thing to do, and then I'm finding out that it actually spoiled something instead. And Five of Cups can also be like having regrets or just being sad or just like that moment of realization of what had happened. And then again, it feels like not only is this going to be exposed in general, but it can also be the person like realizing sort of what they did. Ace of Swords and Seven of Swords can be one looking at just sort of what's taken place and seeing the reflection of themselves that they had been avoiding throughout the process, and sort of how they've impacted things. All right. We are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.